I know you can't see it, but you've probably seen some of the videos where I've talked about the 15 inches of snow we got, and then we got another 2 to 4 last night on top of it. I don't know if you can tell how deep those ruts are in the driveway or not. Anyways, I've been able to get out of the Jeep all week long to go to work. No problem, but this is a shared driveway, and I'm kind of worried about my neighbors haven't been able to get out for a week. So, anyways, trying to figure out what to do. I've decided I'm going to build a V-plow. I'm not going to do this step by step because, to be honest with you, I'm winging it. I had some 10-foot 2x12s from where I was, someone ordered a beehive, and then they canceled right after I bought the materials and was getting ready to start building it. So I had these 2x12s. I've actually got a third one out there that's also 10 foot long. And I got some scrap lumber. I'm just going to put this together. I did stop and pick up some lag bolts, and I picked up some metal brackets I'm going to try to bend to strengthen the joints. And if it works one time, that's good enough. You know, I can always improvise and make something better based on the mistakes I see from this one. But again, let me get this built, and I'll bring you back and show you what I come up with, and then we'll test it out. Well, y'all, it ain't pretty, but it ain't here to win any beauty contest. It's here to do one job, one time, or maybe more times if it actually works out pretty good. The two boards that are on the bottom, right here, there and there, that's just holding the front of it up. But I just took some straps, bent it around the front, used 3/8 lag bolts everywhere, braced it in the front, braced it in the back. I've got a toe strap, couple of toe straps in the Jeep heavy duty. I think they're 30 or 40,000 pound toe straps. I'll run one through there. It's got loops on the end of it, so I'll run it through, pull the tail through the loop on that end. The other end I'll throw over the ball on the hitch, and we're going to see how this works right now, actually. To show you what I did here, the strap is just ran through here. It's got a loop on the end, so then I ran the strap up through the loop, stuck it on the ball. Let's go see what this does. So the snow's gotten wet, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to keep that strap from falling off, because I'm gonna have to get a run and yank it. Vice grips fixes everything. Well, it seemed like a good idea. Sure didn't hold up very well. I don't know if I hit something, but busted that whole 2x12 off over there and knocked all that whole bracing and everything out. So didn't work. It's kind of sad because before it broke into pieces, it seemed like it was doing pretty good. And I would say what happened was I hit something right in through here, because you can tell that that's when it went over to the one side, which meant it was like not pulling correctly. But for this part right here, it actually did pretty good. I mean, it might have needed 2 passes, but wow, that's quite a bit of difference. It was already pulling to the side, so maybe it actually broke right here. Probably right there. There's a big hole right here with a bank, and I bet it hit it and that split it. Huh. I think it would have worked though if it wouldn't have broke apart. Oh well, back to the drawing board. I've got the battery being charged on the ATV, and I'm going to try to use the driveway grader that I normally use to maintain the driveway in spring through fall. Kind of just looks like a regular grader. I'll try that and see what happens next. We're going to be tomorrow though, because the battery is completely dead on the ATV. I haven't started it since probably October. Well, I went and got the broken V-plow, pulled it back with the ATV. But I wanted to show you something. I've had this thing for almost 10 years now. This is a DR power grader that I use to maintain the driveway in the summertime. I probably got videos on it. It was sitting right here attached to the ATV. I had a hard time getting it out because the snow is wet and packed. But if I would have got to this snow while it was still powder and not wet and melted and slushy, I think it would have worked great on the driveway. You can kind of see where I ran it down through here a couple of times. What was happening was the snow would build up and pack against the blade of the grader, and then that would cause the ATV to get stuck in this slushy snow. But you can actually see I had to run it around the Jeep. You see where I come out over here? I mean, it moved quite a bit of this snow. If I walk all the way up to where I stopped and got stuck at, you'll be able to see it plain as day. Now, it didn't take it all the way down to the rock level because I had the blade raised up on it. So it was easier to pull that way because of the heavy slushy snow. But I figured this might be, if you've got one of these and you get snowed in, it's an option you can try. You can kind of see where it cut through the snow there. Even though I had the blade raised, you can see where I turned it around. But right up here is where I got stuck, and then I just couldn't get it to go any farther. You can kind of tell too how the center snow's all built up. But yeah, I think it would have worked if I'd have got to the snow while it was powder. But anyways, I ordered a snow plow for the ATV and a winch. But they're not going to be here. They're calling for snow again in a couple of days. And the snow blade and the winch won't be here until about 10 days from now. It's kind of a story of my life. A day late and a dollar short. But I also think that the problem with the V-plow, I kind of noticed when I was pulling it back using the ATV, that I tried to make the plow wide enough so that when it cut, it was about 6 inches wider on either side of the Jeep tires. And to be honest with you, I kind of think that was the problem. I think that it was too wide, and that it just, you know, it's just having a hard time staying centered on the driveway, and I think that's what caused it to break. Going back and reviewing video, which I've got some video on the Jeep, both front and rear cameras, I can take a look at that and try to see if I can tell where it broke at. But it wasn't here, I do know that. I thought it was here, and I probably said that in the video as I'm editing it, because I've got most of the video edited already, and I kind of changed my mind. But anyways, I'm going to actually pull the SIM card out of the, or the memory card out of the Jeep, and see if I can tell where the V-plow broke and what caused it to break.
Start recording.